Hey guys, Aaron here. I'm from the Message Academy and we're working with St. Nick's Durham to bring this week together for you. Welcome to our 16 plus sessions. Through this week, we're going to be looking through the life of David and where he got his identity from. David, who was he? When I think of him, I think of the musical shepherd who became a great king. The guy whose heart was after God but just made some dodgy decisions. We first meet David as a young shepherd in a field singing to his sheep in 1 Samuel. He was known for his musicianship long before he became a king. He wrote songs right through his life and is attributed with the vast majority of the Psalms. But even with the humblest of beginnings, God knew David and had a plan. David had an anointing on his life. At an early age, he was told he would be king, but it didn't happen overnight. There were trials, there were challenges, and there were mistakes. At times, David was fearful for his life. But through it all, the plan remained the same. God used David's journey to show his glory. Like an arrow being drawn back by an archer, God drew David back to fire him forward into his destiny. David knew this. He knew about the calling on his life. He knew the dangers that lay before him. But he knew that he could trust God. In Psalm 1 through 9, he wrote, "O Lord, you have examined my heart and know everything about me. You know when I sit down or stand up. You know my thoughts even when I'm far away. You see me when I travel and when I rest at home. You know everything I do. You know what I'm going to say even before I say it. Lord, you go before me and follow me. You place your hand of blessing on my head. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too great for me to understand." And that's the truth we're living in as well. Just like God knew David, God knows us. He examines our heart and he knows us better than we know ourselves. And I know it sounds cheesy, but he has a plan for every single one of our lives. And if we follow him, he'll go before us. He'll guard us. And he'll place his hand of blessing on our head. I'm going to pass over to Megan for a testimony now.
Hello everyone, my name is Megan and I want to tell you my testimony about how I am known by God. Now I never really used to understand it when people said that I was known by God, because how is that possible? I am one in billions of people. That just doesn't make sense. But did you know that God knows every decision you are ever going to make, good or bad? Now when I was 18, I wasn't really living a Christian life. I wasn't going to church or reading my Bible, and I was involved in drink and drugs, and I was always chasing after some guy. Now, God knew that I couldn't say no to a nice looking guy, and to be honest, it's because at the time, that's where my identity was. It was in the approval of others and affection to make me feel good about myself. I believe that God puts people in our lives for a variety of different reasons. It could be to test us or to help them, or because he wants this person to influence our lives. Well, I believe that God put a guy in my life to bring me back to faith. This guy was an old friend who was currently studying at Bible college at the time, and I was very attracted to him and really wanted to impress him. So I started to go to a local church and read the Bible so I'd be able to talk to him about it. Things didn't end up working out with this guy, but this rediscovered faith that I have stuck, and I have not turned back since. And I just had this passion for God that had been relit all over again. God used my weaknesses to show his strength. And now I know that I don't need the approval of anyone to know that I am enough. God knows us better than we know ourselves, and he knows where we are meant to be in life and what we are meant to do. Regardless of where we are in life, God will always have a plan. Just how, when David was just a humble shepherd, God knew that he was going to be a humble king.
So guys, through God's plan for David, he uses gifts. I just want you to think of your gifts now as I pray for you. Dear God, thank you so much for every single one of these young people. I pray that you bless them. I pray that you guide them. And I thank you that you know them. Lord, I pray that you use these gifts that they're thinking about through their lives. I pray that you show your glory, Lord. Amen.